And welcome back, everybody. I'm Scott. Here are the bricks. Let's go through review. And you might notice something, that I don't have the normal backdrop right now. And that's because I just started shooting this review and I realized that this set, when I brought it down from my shelves, is rather bad shape. And the set I'm here to talk about today is the 75094 Imperial Shuttle Tydirium from 2015. Yeah, I've had this thing for about 9 years since it first came out, and it has seen some better days. A lot of yellowing on the bricks, which compared to some white pieces that I had recently gotten out from the Lego truck set that I was going to do a review on next, I took a pause on that set, and now I've just kind of compared the white pieces and I realized, holy Jesus, this set is absolutely filthy. I mean, we're talking grime, we're talking dust, we're talking just secondhand cigarette smoke from people in the house, and plus it's been sitting on my shelf. Not a lot of direct sun contact. I do keep these sets out of the sun, but I am gonna have to take this set apart. I feel like I need to take the set apart, and I really need to just try and deep clean it before I can really get my hands on it. And I don't know, maybe I can fall in love again with this set, because it's been a minute since I've actually played with it. And here she is. She's fresh, she's clean, she is supreme. It is the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium 75094 coming at ya. Released in June of 2015, it ran until December of 2016 with a 937 piece count for $99.99. $100 for all you people out there. That's when it originally released. Now you can find it for about $130 to almost $250 on the high side. I got mine back in 2015 and it has sit perfectly well on my shelf since then. This set included 5 minifigures, 4 of which are unique to the set. I bet you can't figure out which one is the repeat. And if you guessed Chewbacca, you are correct, because this Chewie has been in about 19 sets when it was released, and that's a big number. It's a very popular figure. It's a medium nougat fur Chewie. He has that printing on the face, the beady eyes, which I think is terrifying, and I hate it. It's creepy as hell. Love the teeth print as well. Comes with the bowcaster as his weapon. Has that standard Chewbacca top molded piece, which comes with just the brown body and the printed fur legs, which is fantastic as always. Nothing else really spectacular about him. Let's get to the more interesting figures of this set, which comes with our first unique figure. It is the Endor Trooper. He has that wonderful Endor cap. You're going to see that a lot in this set, and I really enjoy it. Look at that nicely molded piece over there, all that wonderful detail and color change. He has a normal printed face here, and just kind of the old tan lines, nothing spectacular. Nothing in the back either, because it's going to be held by the cap. And then he has, oh, look at that camouflage pattern on the torso here. I fucking love it. He also has the belt, which kind of comes together with the torso print here, which just comes together just almost nicely. Not perfect, but it's okay. His accessory is a blaster here. None of that stud shooting shit. It's normal. It's plain. It's what we all love and crave. All right, let's go to the next figure. And here we have somewhat of a holy grail item for this set. It is Nick Sance for you OG Return of the Jedi fans, but Commander Rex to you teeny boppers. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, they haven't, I don't know if they really made it canon that it is Commander Rex, but I think that's what's driving up the price for this piece, because he is unique. He's the only times when releases with this set. He's about $30 to $35 on the secondhand market. And I think it's almost well worth it, because it's just a wonderful figure to have, especially if you love that film and if you like Commander Rex. So, he does have that wonderful Endor Trooper helmet, which I said you will see again in the set. He has a wonderful printed face with the beard, nothing in the back. I have him with the backpack accessory because it's kind of what he had in the film, so I keep it on him strapped. He comes with a gray printed torso and the arms, which is fantastic to that detail. He has the vest. Again, you're getting that wonderful torso and leg piece matchup right there, which is fantastic. Gotta have that Endor pattern, and he comes with a standard blaster. Also, fun fact, his hands are different colored because they're wearing gloves in the film, so that's wonderful. He's an awesome figure, and I'm very happy to have him. And up next, we have Han Solo in his Endor garb, which they didn't give him like a rubber one instead. I kind of wish they gave him like a rubber cloak instead, but they don't. His trench coat just doesn't come in through. But you do have it on a printed torso here, which is wonderful. It does match up with the arm. Does match up with the arms, which is fantastic. Does have his nice Han Solo shirt in the backside, and his gun belt torso printed on there is awesome. It kind of comes down. Nothing in the back though, so that's why I feel kind of cheated out. I wish it would just match up on that, because it looks kind of shitty. He does come with his trusty blaster, which is always a nice. And he has printing on the front of his face and on the back of his face, which that's the exact same face he made when he saw that he realized that Luke and Leia were brothers and sisters. Yeah, you know the one. And last but not least, my favorite part of the set from minifigure-wise is your Endor Leia, who comes with this wonderful, wonderful little poncho she has, the camouflage one that she wears. Now, these speeder bike chase diorama has me wrong because, feeling wronged is the word I'm trying to say, is because they use a printed one on her, but they don't give her a fabric one. We have a fabric one on this one, and it looks fantastic. It is awesome. It is wonderfully printed. It has a wonderful camouflage on it. It's fantastic, and I awesomely love it. This minifigure is so fucking cool. Okay, accessories. It comes with a little cookie, which you can feed the Wicket, and you have a blaster. But when we take this thing off, make sure that nobody's watching. This video is rated 18 and up. But when you come review this up, I mean, look at that. Hot mama, look at that wonderful print right here. So you have this wonderful print on the side here on the front, and then you have it on the back as well. Printing on none on the legs, none on the legs, which is kind of lame. I wish they've had some bootsies instead to give her some more detail. But no, this is a really fucking awesome figure. The hairpiece is up. She does not have it down yet because she's not been kidnapped by the Ewoks. Well, kidnapped is, I guess you want to say it. So you get the normal hairpiece, and then you have printing on the back, which is a damn cute face, and then printing on the front of the face, which I always kind of give her the mean look, this turn. Like, this is also known as Coke Leia because she has that Coke nail. Don't forget it. It's my favorite part of the film. And yes, I love this figure so much I can shove it up my ass and hopefully it becomes a diamond in the future when they bury me. So yes, if you can try and get one of these, get one of these. And now we move on to the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium, which I want to give props to the set first off. Okay, so the Imperial Shuttle is an awesomely designed thing. I've had it in a few cases in Lego. It's not a long-going series of sets, but it has some standouts. You do have the UCS version 10212, which is like $1,000 now if you can get your hand on it, and it's a very big fan favorite of all. It's awesome. It looks wonderful in detail, and I hope I can get one day, or I can make one for me. And then it got another release with 75302, the Imperial Shuttle, back in 2021, I think, or 22. That's an interesting one. It's smaller in scale. I think it only has like 600 pieces, and it got a lot of flack for that. So this one right here with 937 pieces, I think is like in the perfect size. It's not too big like the UCS version, but it's not too small like 75302. So I think it's perfect for its size, and that's why I think it's just a really, really, really awesome set. That being said, it does have one major flaw, I think, but that's all Imperial Shuttles. Okay, so a big problem with Imperial Shuttles that I always have is that you can't display them in flight mode that well unless you build a stand for them, because this thing has a wingspan of about 19 to 18 inches, and it's just long. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's just awe-inspiring. It's just about as beautiful as a bald eagle of America itself. Like, seriously, it's an amazing thing to see. And I hate it that you have to put it on display kind of like this if you're too lazy to buy a stand, because you can't have its wingspan out. You can't have it in all of its glory. It has to be all cooped up like this. And to be honest with you, I've kept it cooped up like this because I don't have any room. It's just kind of hard to put on a shelf. So that's the bummer note, but if you can try to get this wonderful wingspan out, then please do so. That's what you need to do when you have an Imperial Shuttle set like this. Moving on, we're going to some play features. You have the canopy over here for the cockpit, which rises up. This canopy, by the way, is only really held together by this one plate right here on the two sides, which if that falls off, then this whole thing is coming apart. Kind of like the big flimsiness of it, but that's okay. Because once you open this thing up, you have room for two figures. You have some printed pieces right here, which have a better view on this photo. And you have about room for two of them only. You can probably have one standing in the back, but that's about it. Maybe like Chewbacca or something like that. But nothing real other room for, well, playability, so that's kind of a bummer. But hey, that's cool, because in the back here we have the cargo area, which is where all the troops are hidden. You move this nice flimsy skirt up, and it's the same on the other side, so I'm not really going to show you that, but it's the same on the other side. You move this flimsy side skirt up, which I really don't care for. It really is flimsy, like the way they designed on it. Like, look at that. Ugh, it hurts my soul. But inside here you have 3 seats for 3 figures, and you have a sticker piece in the back of the shield generator, and then you have some nice clips here to hold your extra ammunition for your spring-loaded shooters, and it comes with this wonderful cargo hatch, which comes inside of it 2 thermal detonators, which is printed piece as well, and they go right in there, which is just awesome. I really enjoy the look of that, and it fits right perfectly inside. So you pretty much have room for all your figures. You can have 2 in the front, 3 in the back, and it goes just like that, and you close it up. Isn't that awesome? I do think the biggest downside of this place is that you don't have enough room really to play in it. So it's good to put figures in, to kind of store them in there, you know, like bend his legs, I'll be smart. Put them in there and you can close it up. But my fat man hands can't really play in there as well. So if you have smaller hands, you can probably have a better time. I'm not having a good time with it, so I barely put figures in there anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much the biggest like con for that whole back cargo section. And when we move back to the front section here, you have some guns in the front. You got 2 on the wings here, which do move but do not fire, and 2 more here on the body, which this thing is kind of pretty much strapped down, and it's kind of cool. I like them. Nice little detail there. But the main source of attraction are the spring-loaded shooters on the side here. The mechanism to fire them is on the wing here, so you can fly and shoot at the same time, and all you can do is push this button here, and you can shoot just like that. And I really love spring-loaded shooters. I haven't been happy since they started like really discontinuing them on all the sets. I wish they'd bring them back so I could feel something. They're just a great play feature. They're dangerous. They can hit somebody's eye out. You can choke on it, but you just don't have that kind of fun anymore in Lego. So they need to bring these back so I can be happy again, please. And our last play feature is really the bottom here. It's more of a decoration than anything, but it's our loading ramp. So you have these wonderful translucent pieces here for the lights for when it comes down. But when you open this Technic piece right here, you have your loading ramp, which is more for looks than it is for anything else. We're gonna put these really bad landing feet on for right now. So when you put this on, by the way, it kind of defeats the purpose because ain't no minifigure walking down that one. And it just kind of hides it, and you can't even get a troop. Like, it doesn't even, like, the clearance isn't even right. That's Han Solo sitting down. He can't even fit it there. So it's more for looks, but it's a nice little detail you can have, and you can just kind of put it back there. Or maybe you can put some bombs on it. You can drop them. That'd be kind of cool, but that's pretty much all you can do with that. And let's segue into one of my biggest problems with the set. It's these fucking landing feet, or gears. I don't know. I hate them. They move in unison. Sorry, I almost dropped it. They move in unison, which is cool, but if one goes, they both go. They don't lock in, so they can either swing this way or swing that way. But when you're in flight mode, you want to swing that way. I think they should go up a little bit more, and they don't really give you a lot of clearance when it lands. So, like I said, you don't get a lot of fun to have that ramp. It just kind of knocks it out. If these pieces are a little bit longer and more sturdier and have a locking mechanism, I think it'd be a lot better. But for when you do kind of have it on display, you don't want to touch it because it will shift. So for playability-wise, that's got to be a pain in the ass. And that pretty much wraps up the playability for this set. So if you're not going to play with it, you're going to display piece, there are some things you must know. So this whole set is not made of a lot of large pieces. Majority of those large pieces are going to be into the wings here on all 3 of them. Other than that, it's a lot of small pieces, a lot of 1x8s, a lot of 1x6s, 2x6s that kind of make up this whole set. So you're going to get a lot of gaps, especially with the Technic pieces on the wings here. So you can tell I already have some gaps here in the front. I got some more gaps on the side here, especially the underwing, and some gaps on the back. And as beautiful as this back looks with the tile work on the side and the translucent blues, you still have all those janky little holes here, which just kind of kills the mood, if I have to say so myself. But holes aside, I still think this set is a very, very pretty lady, and I think it also demands attention regardless of its wings being up or down. It's a wonderful piece of Star Wars culture, and for any collector, really, like it demands respect. Like, you can go see it and like, oh man, it's Imperial Shuttle, that's awesome, I'm gonna go check it out. It's a wonderful piece to have in any Lego collection, and it just looks downright awesome. So yeah, if you can get it past the holes on this set and kind of how gappy it is and how exposed some of the Technic pieces are, it can be a wonderful, wonderful set piece in your collection. And well, that wraps up our review of 75094 Imperial Shuttle Tydirium. It is a wonderful addition to anyone's Lego Star Wars collection. It's an OG favorite from the original trilogy. Comes with very unique variations of the minifigures we all know and love, plus some new ones to throw into the mix. Some side characters that were never got much love and attention from the original film. I do think it looks kind of wonky sometimes because it does have a lot of holes and exposed studs, so I wish I cleaned up some things. I don't care for the landing gears, but the playability alone kind of makes up for that. It's a wonderful play set for any of those who have it. But if you are trying to display it, please let this bad boy fly. Please just let her wings flow. Try your best to do it, but if you have to keep it in this pose, that's okay. I recommend you finding this one, building this one. Fuck that 75302 bullshit. This is perfect scale. This is the one you want. I know it's a little pricey, but if you can find it used, just try it. Trust me, it's worth the penny. It's worth every penny. All right, buddy, I'm Scott. Those are Bricks, and that was the review. Thank you for watching as always. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for everything that you guys have done. If you have any comments or questions or want any sets reviewed, or you have anything to say to me, just step on down in the comment section and hit me up right there. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and hopefully I'll have some more out for you soon. And as always, Thanks.